Good evening. I'm Ellen Fuhrman from the Michigan Depression Glass Society, and I'm here to present to you the program on pastel banded petalware. In its beginning, MacBeth-Evans produced lamp chimneys in every size and shape imaginable, and virtually every size and shape that's usable for a kerosene lamp. They also manufactured lighthouse lenses for marine, railroad, and automotive use. During World War I, most of their production was dedicated to glass that is used in search lamps for the Army and the Navy. But recognizing the potential profit, MacBeth-Evans began to experiment with various table settings in the late 1920s, introducing their first dinnerware lines in 1930, namely American Sweetheart, Dogwood, Thistle, and Petalware. Petalware was introduced in crystal, and in a very pale pink. Almost can't even see the color on it. They added Monox to the line, which was a translucent glass that they created for lighting fixtures that proved to be perfect for their tableware, being that it is seemingly delicate, strong, and durable. In the late 1930s, porcelain dinnerware was the in thing. In 1937, Corning Glass Works of New York bought MacBeth-Evans and continued to operate as the MacBeth-Evans division of Corning Glass. Corning wanted to join the growing dinnerware market by creating a set that combined the look of fine china with the strength and the low cost of glass. The ivory Monox petalware, identified as Irvine in a 1939 catalog list, was the perfect medium, and by making a slight change in the colors, they were able to form a product of a cream colored that looked more like fine china. These two plates are the two different colors. I don't know how well you can see that. Then at this point, Corning discontinued all their early dinnerware lines except for petalware. So bye-bye American Sweetheart, Dogwood, and Thistle. Petalware had the longest production period of any MacBeth-Evans original patterns. While we look at tonight's petalware, it should be noted that there are other petalware patterns that have gold trim or flowers. In the mid-1930s, sets were made with fired-on colors of red, blue, green, and yellow. Some cobalt blue was not fired on and was made in a limited edition, namely a 9-inch bowl, a 4.5-inch creamer and sugar, and a covered mustard jar. Now this is the mustard jar without the cover. It is not known whether the pieces were jobbed out to another company or whether MacBeth-Evans just ordered some metal tops to put on their sets. I personally have some of the mustard jars, minus the lids, and I put them together with my cobalt modern tune. They serve very well as a source for holding votive candles. I shall have to try using mustard in it. Sometime after 1948, petalware plates were sold with hand-painted designs of birds, flowers, fruits, and Christmas decorations. But all those petalware dishes are for another program on another time. Corning completed boxes of their pastel banded petalware by adding their own famous Corning chip-resistant tumblers. They were clear glass with straight sides and decorated in the same stripe as in the dishes. They were marked as Corning Monox Pastels or Corning Irving Pastels. In Gene Florence's 15th Depression Glass of 2002, he wrote about selling the glasses, but in his 19th edition in 2010, he proposed that it was very unlikely that any of the glasses had survived and suggested that as long as the glassware had stripes on it and it matched the colors on the dishes, it was quite acceptable to most collectors. So I have set 2 table settings with some unidentified go with tumblers. On one side I used a single tumbler, and on the other side I used a different tumbler and a stemmed glass. Maybe you want to take a look at these glasses side by side. You can maybe put some sherbet in there, or maybe some small serving of wine. Now, I have seen these glasses online in the last few weeks, and they're trying to pass them off as the original glasses, but they are not. I guess you really have to know your stuff when you're making a purchase. If you look closely at the Petalware, you can see the Petalware on the rim, which gives the name of the plate. MacBeth-Evans banded Petalware features colored bands of pastel pink, green, and blue. Sometimes the pink color was replaced with red to make it a band of primary colors. You may wonder how I got started collecting these dishes. I found 8 salad plates and a solver and a garage sale in Dearborn. What a pretty sight when you see these dishes placed together, when there's a solver placed down and then a dinner plate on top of that and a salad plate on top of that. So let's take a look at what the pieces that make the pastel banded Petalware. We have an 8-inch salad plate, a 9-inch dinner plate, and an 11-inch solver. You have a cup and a saucer. But let me warn you, if you're going to serve hot beverages out of that cup and saucer, you better put a spoon in it first to protect the glass from cracking. I did not use the spoon routine one time, and my cup cracked and the coffee went all over the place. And we got to take care of these cups, because if you crack this one, it's gone and it's no longer going to be a part of anyone's set of dishes. So you can sweeten your coffee or lighten your coffee with this footed cream and sugar. And you can serve your entree on this 13-inch oval platter. There is a 5 3/4 inch cereal bowl and a 9-inch large berry bowl. I don't happen to have the 4.5-inch cream soup or the 6.5-inch rimmed bowl or the 7-inch soup. When dinner is over, you can serve your sherbet in a 4-inch low-footed sherbet dish on top of a sherbet plate. Now, I have no idea how much I paid for this set originally. My little Scotch heart probably wouldn't let me spend too much on it, although maybe a little extra on a piece here or there. And well, you know, I began the whole collection from the garage sale. Recently, my son told me that the Petalware had gone up substantially in price, which I suggested maybe it was time to sell it. But he said he wanted to inherit that particular set of dishes. Being short of solvers to set anything more than 4 place settings, I took a look on the internet to see if I could purchase some. And now that might not be the perfect example of how much the prices go for, but they were $55 and $60, and one it was even listed for $100. I don't really see a lot of this particular pattern on sale, but one thing, if you do start collecting, make sure that you buy the right plates of the right color, because there's not a lot of difference, but there is some. So that's what I have to tell you about Petalware, and I hope you come back and visit us again sometime and learn about some other pattern.